Hey everyone, Don here with Don's Question of the Day. Guys, welcome to Friday's edition of DQOTD. Alright guys, it is Friday, which means we have the results for today's question and also the weekly poll. So stay tuned, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into today's question, which is, on average, when you lay down to go to sleep, are you asleep within 5 minutes? And the acceptable answers were either yes or no. And guys, if you thought about this one for a little bit, it wasn't too hard of a question. Like I said, on average, so I know we all have weeks where we just don't sleep a wink, it seems like, and every time we try to go to sleep, we can't, and every time we come home and lay down, or sit down rather, we're like, oh my goodness, I can't stay awake. It's just like that sometimes, but I was talking on average. So here we go, guys. It was either yes or no. Those of you that said no today, I don't get to sleep within 5 minutes. There's no way. 87% of you said no for today, and then 13% of you said yes, I do actually fall asleep within 5 minutes. I was one of those 13%. I went ahead and did it for me, although I'm getting older, and I feel like the older I get, the more that's not happening, where it's more difficult to fall asleep. Now, I do feel like if I put in a good day's work and work really hard at work and stuff, it is a lot easier to go to bed. I also find if I don't drink liquids as much at night, it also helps with that as well. So probably two very common achievements for people for people of my age. But anyways, so I was part of that 13%, but 87% of you, mostly women I might add, because most of my audience I feel like is women, 87% of you said no, that does not happen to me. I toss and I turn, or I go to sleep. Some of you that said yes did mention that you go to sleep and then 4 or 5 hours later, sometimes even less than that, you wake back up, and that's not a good thing, because then you can't go back to sleep. Your body's like, okay, let's go. We all know how that is. That was today's results for our question of the day. Now we move on to the weekly poll, which lasted all week, and they are from Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. They usually come out around 7 a.m. on Mondays, so look for that each and every week. This week's weekly poll was, if you had to do one or the other, so you are being forced to do this, would you rather jump out of a plane and skydive, or would you rather jump off of the highest bridge in the world with bungee cords attached to you? So you're basically bungeeing off of the highest bridge in the world. So obviously, if you jump out of a plane, it's going to be much higher than if you would jump off of this bridge. So it's one of those two. So let's see what you guys said for the weekly poll. Who do you think took this? What would you do in this situation? Would you rather jump out of a plane or jump off of the highest bridge attached to bungee cords so it would catch you at the end? Comment down below and let me know what your guesses are and what you would say to this question. So we've got the bungeeing off a bridge. How many people, how much percentage do you think would do that? So bungeeing, being forced to bungee off of a bridge rather than skydive from a plane. 24% of you said that you would rather bungee off of the highest bridge in the world rather than skydive, and then 76% of you, the winner today for the weekly poll, skydiving out of a plane. And that's what I chose as well for the weekly poll. I just figured that would be probably less frightening. I know that doesn't make any sense because it's higher, but I don't know. I think I trust a parachute over bungee cords. I don't know if those bungee cords are going to snap, or I could break a limb. You know, a lot of things can happen. I feel like more things happen in bungeeing than they do in skydiving. So I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, I don't know. I just would feel better about actually skydiving. So my chances would be better if I was being forced to do one. I've always kind of wanted to skydive, but I'm not sure if I could go through with it because I love airplanes and I love flying and airports and all of that. but as far as actually doing it, we would have to see. Plus, I'm not the most in shape guy in the world, so we would just have to see how that would go down. So there we go, guys. Your results for the weekly poll. I hope you did enjoy them. If you have any comments or any suggestions or anything, you can put them in the comments down below. You can also email me at donsquestionoftheday@gmail.com. That's going to do it for today's results, guys. Subscribe down below. Make sure you ring-a-ding-a-ding that notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and like this video up if you did enjoy it. I'm Don. Question everything, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. I'll see you Monday.